Hey, what's up YouTube? And I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but the time has finally come that a developer jailbreak has been released to the public for iOS 11.1.2. So, if you guys haven't seen yet, late yesterday evening, roughly around 8:30 p.m., developer Abraham Massery seeded to the public or released to the public on his GitHub account a developer jailbreak for iOS 11.1.2. Now, as you guys may already know, after watching my last jailbreak update video, which I'll have linked in the comments, Cydia and Mobile Substrate have yet to be updated for iOS 11. So even though this developer jailbreak does install Cydia onto your device running iOS 11.1.2, Cydia and Mobile Substrate, so all of your tweaks and everything like that, are not working correctly yet. So while this is a great development towards a public jailbreak utility for iOS 11, unfortunately this utility is not quite yet ready for the end user. That being said, in this video, I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like on my device and what it looks like to install it and kind of what problems I myself am having with it. But before I get into that, I just want to show you guys what Abraham Massery tweeted out himself. He says, "If you are a developer and want to mess around with the project, there you go." And he links directly to his GitHub account. He warns you guys though, please be careful. It works for him, it doesn't mean it will work for you. And he gives a big thanks to @Sec29 for helping him compile Cydia's libraries. So jumping into his GitHub link real fast, you can see there is a download link for the project. Under the README section, he says the jailbreak utility is called To Panga for iOS 11 up to 11.1.2, and he warns you guys this is a work in progress project for developers only. So he notes what it achieved so far, giving thanks to multiple developers, what notes he has, and then I thought it was pretty comical. He gives a quick explanation of how to install it, and he says, if you're asking this question, then it's better for you not to do so. To Panga will partially jailbreak your phone, and I'm not responsible for any mess ups. So like I said, guys, his warning and my warning is to just forego installing this and trying it out until we have further developments on what it does and how stable it is. Anyway, at the very end, he says he has tested this himself on the iPhone X and the iPhone 7, and then at the very end gives more thanks to more developers. So that is all that Abraham has released regarding this new utility. Interestingly enough, right before he tweeted this out and shared it on his GitHub page, he tweeted this, showing his progress on where he's at with Cydia. He shows Cydia is running, but it's not installing any packages, which to me is not that surprising as Cydia has yet to be updated for iOS 11. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like when you download this project file. It is an Xcode project file, so you'll have to compile the IPA yourself or install it directly to your phone if you're going to try this out for yourself. But like I said, I'm not going to really do a tutorial process on that, as I really don't suggest you go ahead and do this. I hope you guys can see what the process looks like and what it looks like on my iPhone, and you'll kind of see why I suggest not to go ahead and install this. Anyway, moving on. So taking a look at the GitHub page again, I'll go ahead and download the project file. So after downloading, I went ahead and just threw it on my desktop. If I open up the folder here, it has the Xcode project file as well as the quick little readme, which is the same that was found on the GitHub page. So if I go ahead and open up the Xcode project, it will load into Xcode here, and then I'll go ahead and set up the settings to load it onto my device. And so essentially, when I click run and build it to my iPhone X running iOS 11.1.2, I can already see that it comes up with a few errors. I'm really not sure if that's why I'm having the problems I'm having later, which you'll see in this video. But anyway, just by any note, I'm having these errors on the side. I'm not sure if that's because I'm doing something wrong, or if that's just because the project file is pretty unstable. In any case, I just wanted to show you guys what I'm experiencing. So to show you guys what it looks like side by side on the computer and on the iPhone, I went ahead and started a screen recording on my iPhone X. So to really see what's going on in the background while this application is running on the phone, I went ahead and just restarted this project one more time. Now when the app opens, we will see the log here on the right side, as well as the app being run. So once the app opens, I just went ahead and clicked jailbreak, and this is all that is coming up. Essentially, what I see as the problem here is eventually in the line it says the TPF0 read failed, and is just not completing successfully. So for some reason on my iPhone X running iOS 11.1.2, it is not successfully finishing. And as you guys can see, after I run it, even though it says finished on my iPhone, Cydia unfortunately does not install. But even though it did not work for me, that doesn't mean necessarily that this is a fake jailbreak or anything like that. There have been multiple people on Reddit and Twitter that have confirmed this is working on their iPhone 7. It might just be an issue with my iPhone 10. For some reason, it's not executing correctly. In any case, other users have had success installing Cydia on their iDevice running iOS 11.1.2, but this just brings me back to my earlier point that this is still a developer jailbreak. It is still a work in progress, so I'm really not surprised that on my very first attempt or my very first couple attempts, it does not install Cydia or does not work correctly or properly. So that is why, guys, I suggest for the time being not to go and try to install this for yourself or try to get Cydia working for that matter, because even if you got the Cydia icon running, Cydia still would not install any tweaks or anything like that because Cydia itself has not been updated. In any sense, guys, this is a developer jailbreak. This is a huge step in the right direction towards a public jailbreak for iOS 11, and I'm happy to see that so many developers are doing this amazing work contributing towards this community jailbreak and that they're sharing their work publicly. I mean, looking at the app itself, it looks pretty nice, and as you can see at the bottom, it gives a huge thanks to all the major developers that played a huge part in making this utility possible. Anyway, guys, I was really looking forward and hoping that I could get this to work tonight to show you guys that Cydia can be installed on iOS 11.1.2 either on my iPhone 10 or my iPhone 6s Plus, both which are running iOS 11.1.2. Unfortunately, installing it on my 6s Plus resulted in failure as well. I tried using the Xcode project and compiling it manually. I even tried using an IPA, which a user on Reddit manually compiled himself and sent it to me in a link via Google Drive. I then used Cydia Impactor to install it on both devices, but the result did not change, unfortunately. Anyway, guys, this is absolutely incredible news regardless that it is working for some people. I hope this video was insightful and provided some useful information about this brand new developer jailbreak, which, like I said, was just released last evening by Abraham Massery. Anyway, guys, I hope this video also illustrated my point of why I would honestly avoid this for right now and just wait for the developer to update his utility, or wait for other developers that are also working on an iOS 11 jailbreak to release their utility to the public. Anyway, guys, if there is any major breakthroughs tomorrow and I manage to get Cydia running on my iDevice, I will let you guys know with a follow-up video ASAP. I just want to get this video out as soon as possible to let you guys know that a developer jailbreak has come out for iOS 11.1.2, and this, of course, will work from iOS 11 all the way up to 11.1.2. This, like I said, is just a developer jailbreak, so unless you really know what you're doing, I would highly suggest just to avoid this one for now. But if there are any developers out there or anyone who decides to try this out for themselves, if you guys manage to get Cydia running on your iDevice, I'd love it if you left a comment for everyone displaying what device you're currently using and what firmware you are on, just so we know what devices currently are supported by this jailbreak. Like I said, I know my iPhone 6s Plus definitely does not get anywhere close to having the jailbreak be successful. My iPhone 10, however, does say it successfully finishes, but taking a look like I did on the Xcode project, we can see that it runs into many errors. Anyway, before I head out, I just want to give a huge thanks to the jailbreaking community as a whole for all the awesome work that has happened within the last month. I never would have imagined that we would be seeing an iOS 11 jailbreak this soon after its release. Anyway, guys, it is right around the corner, so if you want to be notified when an iOS 11 jailbreak utility is released to the public, don't forget to follow me on my social media pages and, of course, subscribe to my channel. And if this video and others on my channel have helped you out, please give it a huge thumbs up to show your support. Anyway, like I said, guys, a public jailbreak utility that is stable and for the end jailbreak user is right around the corner from being released. The only thing we are waiting for is Sorek to come around and finish updating Cydia for iOS 11. Now, this is unclear of how long this process is going to take. It could take a couple days, it could take a couple weeks, it could be a couple months. But regardless of how long this takes, it is comforting to know that Sorek is already on the job and is currently in the works of updating Cydia and Mobile Substrate to run on iOS 11. But in any case, if a new jailbreak utility drops or Sorek confirms that he has updated Cydia to run on iOS 11, I'll be the first to notify you and give you guys an informational tutorial video on how to jailbreak your devices, so stay tuned. Also, lastly, before I go, if you guys want information regarding the iOS 10.3 3.3 jailbreak, make sure to check out my latest jailbreak update video as I go into depth about that as well. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and until next time, this is Tony, signing out.